Hello planning masters and welcome back to the channel. It's time to start planning October and I am very excited for this theme. If you're new here, my name is Masha and I'm creating videos on bullet journaling, creativity, doodling, so be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you always know when I release a new video. Let's get planning! First, let's take a look at the supplies I'm using for this setup. As always, everything will be linked in the description. So I'm using my notebook. That's a Nuna notebook and I had a custom-made cover made for it. For the colors, this time I decided to go for something different. I am using my Tombow Dual brush pens, mostly this pastel set. I will use some others, but my basic color scheme is these pastels. For fine liners, I'm using my two Sakura Micron fine liners because these are the only two I have left in my favorite size. And more or less, that's about it. So let's get planning. As always, you guys are choosing my theme on Instagram and most of people voted for something spooky. So it is yet another Halloween theme. I've been doing Halloween themes every October and this time I decided to try something a little bit different. So usually I would go for some creepy skeletons or pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns, but this time I decided to go with kind of magic. I want to say nature magic because I did include a lot of nature elements such as flowers into this setup, and I kind of wanted it to be cute. So all the scary elements that are like black cats or bats or spiders, I actually tried to make them kind of look cute and friendly instead. I also did a folk calligraphy for my lettering for this month and I decided to color it in orange instead since, you know, Halloween orange. But I must say that even though I like it on my cover, I'm not exactly loving it on other pages. So I might kind of change it up later as I go, but we shall see. Just wanted to also remind you that I do have a Plan With Me blog post with all these images so you can take a closer look at each one of these spreads, and I will link there a lot of inspirations and tutorials on how to create a Halloween theme in your bullet journal. So be sure to check that post. The link will be in the description. For my monthly log, I am going with a similar format. There is going to be a little calendar and then just place to write whatever appointments I have during the month, whatever I have to do. This is going to be a big month for me, I think. Nothing yet I want to share, but it will be a very busy and full of things to do kind of month. So I did want to leave more space for the appointments, more space for my to-do list. So I didn't exactly doodle that much, just kind of a few doodles to give a page a character. And this cute bat you see there was inspired by an artist on Instagram, and I will link their Instagram handle in the description if you want to check that out. Their art is beautiful and everything is so cute. And of course, I couldn't hold myself and I decided to add a pumpkin since it's still October. But because I'm going for more of nature kind of vibe, I also added more flowers and a butterfly, just because these are some of the things that associate for me with black magic. The next page are my trackers, and just like I did for the last, I want to say 2-3 months, I did combine all my trackers. So I have one spread for both my mood tracker and my habit tracker, which is great because again, this really helps me to save pages in my journal. It's about to run out of pages, and as I keep saying, I am kind of upset about it because this journal has been with me through some very big changes in my life and I just feel really connected to it. But let's get back on track. For mood tracker, I went with doodling a little ghosts. And the thing is, I've been using the same color scheme for my mood trackers since I started using them all the way in April, I think. So I don't want to change it, even though it's not a very good match with these colors. That's why I decided that instead of coloring entire ghost, I will kind of just add some cheek blush in the color of my mood. That way it won't be that obvious that the colors are so different, but also it will allow me to keep the same colors, which I already know what they stand for. You'll notice that here I also added crystals to the theme. I felt like that would also be something connected with nature magic, and they're always fun to doodle. For my habits, I went with separate little calendar trackers for each habit. What I forgot to do is to write down the habits. I'm just noticing that now, and yeah, I'll write my habits off camera. But basically, I've been tracking kind of the same habits all this time, so you probably already know what these are going to be. Next is my favorite spread, which I have in every bullet journal setup. If you've been following me for a while, you probably already know that it's my gratitude log. I did add some extra elements here when I was writing gratitude, so I had to use my white jelly roll pen to kind of cover it up and fix that mistake. This is literally my favorite way of fixing mistakes, by the way. White gel pen, especially the Sakura jelly roll ones, they're just amazing when you need to fix something small and it's really unnoticeable. So what I've been doing with my gratitude log is just writing a line or two each day for just like some things that I'm grateful for. And this has been working for me so well. I found that it's kind of working better than doodling my gratitudes or just using one word. So basically I'm going with the same format here. Another spread I added to this monthly setup is my content plan. Last 2 months I have been setting up my work journal with a content plan and stuff like that, but it didn't really work for me that well. I do have my work journal, but it's best used when I take notes, write outlines for my posts, or I don't know, just brainstorm YouTube ideas, stuff like that. But I realized that for content plan, I do need to have it in my bullet journal, which I do use every day because I don't really have a habit of using my work journal every day. And I did realize that it kind of influences, not in a good way, on how I plan and post my content. It's much better for me to have my content plan right in my face. I just wanted to say thank you to all my patrons and everyone who supports me on Ko-fi. Thank you guys. If you want to join these amazing people, all the links are in the description. And I will see you in the next video. Keep bullet journaling and don't be a blob. Bye!